Salut et bienvenue sur French Lover. Hello and welcome to French Lover, where we learn how to speak in French in the most easiest way possible. Okay, so the last time we did shopping. We learned the verb to sell, we learned the verb to buy. Remember, we are doing everything related to numbers, so we had to mention the prices. So that's why we had to do shopping. Okay, now we are going to continue with saying our age. But before that, these are the answers to the questions on time reading. If you have any more questions or worries on how to read time, don't forget to comment your question. I'm there to answer you, be it on Facebook or on YouTube. Okay, so let's go to saying our age. Now I want you to note that in French we have a number of age. We are not a certain age. In English we will say I am 20 years old. I am. Okay, but in French, and I've noticed in many other languages, you will say I have a certain number of age. Okay, so I have, you use the verb to have and not the verb to be in French. So take note of it. So let's go into that. Let's learn the verb to have first, so that you know how to use it when mentioning ages. Remember, you have a number of age, you are not a certain age in French. Okay, so le verbe avoir, the verb to have. Le verbe avoir, the verb to have, is auxiliary verb, so it's irregular. Most of it is always irregular. Okay, in different tenses. Okay, let's start. J'ai, I have. J'ai, I have. Tu as, don't pronounce the S, okay? Tu as, you have. Il a, he has. Il a, he has. Elle a, she has. Elle a, she has. On a, we have. So some people usually get confused between on and nous. It's very simple. On and nous, they both means we, but the only difference is on is used in an informal way of talking. Okay, if you're talking with a group of friends and you're like, oh, let's go, or we should go to cinema. On parle cinema, it's still we. But if you want to sound more formal, nous allons au cinéma. The same thing. The only difference is on is in an informal way of talking, like in a more relaxed way or more familiar environment, while nous is to sound more official, okay, more formal. So there's no really confusion there. On a, we have. On a, we have. Nous avons. Nous avons. Remember, I told you when the word ends with a consonant and then the next starts with a vowel, combine them to sound more Frenchy. Okay. Nous avons, we have. Nous avons, we have. Vous avez, vous avez, vous avez. Okay, you have. Ils ont, ils ont, ils ont. Okay, I've combined the S and the O. They have. That's masculine. Many male have. Ils ont, they have. Elles ont, still they have, but for the feminine. Okay, so j'ai, tu as, il a, elle a, on a, nous avons, vous avez, ils ont, elles ont. Okay, so let's do some simple sentences with age. So if you want to ask someone's age, You will say, quel âge as-tu? Quel âge as-tu? Quel âge as-tu? I combine the L and the A. Quel âge as-tu? Or, tu as quel âge? Tu as quel âge? Quel âge as-tu? Tu as quel âge? How old are you? How old are you? Tu as quel âge? Quel âge as-tu? How old are you? Okay, now if you are answering, you will say j'ai 20 ans. Remember, I told you to say I have and not I am. J'ai 20 ans. I am 20 years old. J'ai 20 ans. J'ai 20 ans. I am 20 years old. Now, if I want to say, how old is she? I will say, quel âge a-t-elle? Quel âge a-t-elle? Now, those two lines between A and L, that T in the middle, there's a rule that says when the verb comes and then the next one is the personal pronoun starts with the vowel, you have to put the T in the middle. That's just to help pronunciation, because it will sound funny if you say quel âge a elle. You're stressing yourself, okay? So you just put the T in the middle. That applies only to L and il, because those are the only personal pronouns that actually start with a vowel. Okay, so quel âge a-t-elle? Quel âge a-t-elle? How old is she? How old is she? Okay, elle a 1 an. She is 1 year old. 1 an. That's why there's no S in that an, because it's just one. Okay, it's one. Elle a 1 an. She is 1 year old. Okay, elle a 1 an. She is 1 year old. Elle est encore un bébé. Elle est encore un bébé. Elle est trop mignonne. Elle est encore un bébé. Elle est trop mignonne. She is still a baby. She is so cute. Okay, imagine a baby, a 1-year-old little girl baby. Very, very cute. Elle est encore un bébé. Elle est trop mignonne. She is still a baby. She is so cute. Okay. Quel âge a-t-il? Remember the T in front of personal pronouns starting with a vowel. Quel âge a-t-il? How old is he? Quel âge a-t-il? How old is he? Il a 15 ans. Il a 15 ans. Il a 15 ans. He is 15 years old. Il a 15 ans. Il a 15 ans. He is 15 years old. C'est un jeune garçon. C'est un jeune garçon. He is a young boy, okay, in his adolescence, 15 years old. C'est un jeune garçon. He is a young boy, okay. So, more sentences. Quel âge a ta mère? Quel âge a ta mère? Here you are becoming more precise. You're saying how old is your mother. Quel âge a ta mère is actually meaning how many age or how many years has your mother. Okay. Quel âge a ta mère? How old is your mother? So you say ma mère a 45 ans. Ma mère a 45 ans. My mom is 45 years old, or my mother is 45 years old. Ma mère a 45 ans. My mom is 45 years old. Okay. Quel âge a ton père? Quel âge a ton père? How old is your father? How old is your father? Quel âge a ton père? Mon père a 50 ans. Mon père a 50 ans. My father is 50 years old. My father is 50 years old. Mon père a 50 ans. Moving to the next sentence. Ta grand-mère a quel âge? You can say quel âge a ta grand-mère? Your choice. Ta grand-mère a quel âge? How old is your grandmother? Ta grand-mère a quel âge? Ma grand-mère a 80 ans. Ma grand-mère a 80 ans. 80 ans. I don't know if you remember 80. 80. Okay. Ma grand-mère a 80 ans. My grandmother is 80 years old. Okay. 80 ans. My grandmother is 80 years old. Ah, elle est très vieille. Ah, elle est très vieille. Oh, she's very old. 80 years. Ah, elle est très vieille. Oh, she's very old. Vieille, yeah, it will be old. Okay, not like in the 45 years old, but old. Okay. Et ton grand-père, il a quel âge? Et ton grand-père, il a quel âge? What about your grandfather? How old is he? Normally other people will just put N. Your grandfather, how old is he? Since A means aunt, but in some cases it actually means what about? I know it's long, right, and funny. Depends on the context. Et ton grand-père, il a quel âge? What about your grandfather? How old is he? Mon grand-père a 95 ans. Mon grand-père a 95 ans. My grandfather is 95 years old. You remember 95, right? 95 ans. Mon grand-père a 95 ans. My grandfather is 95 years old. Incroyable, il est vraiment vieux. Incroyable, il est vraiment vieux. Ok, incroyable, il est vraiment vieux. Unbelievable, he is really old. Okay, 95, that's almost 100. Incroyable, il est vraiment vieux. Unbelievable, he is really old. Okay, so now before we finish, we have to know when to use on, A-N-S, and then when to use année, A-N-N-E-E-S. Okay, they both mean here, but when do you use the year for on, and when do you use the year for année? Simple. On meaning year is used when referring to the duration or length of time of something or someone. For example, cette maison est là depuis 50 ans maintenant. Cette maison est là depuis 50 ans maintenant. This house is here for 50 years now. But you want to tell me the duration of how many years or how old is something or someone, you will use on. 50 years old, 60 years old, you will use on. Okay, can say, oh, this rock has been here for 50 years now, you will use on. Get it? Cette maison est là depuis 50 ans maintenant. This house is here or has been here for 50 years now. Okay, but année doesn't go with a number. Just take that one. Okay, année also means here, but is used when mentioning the word here, when you want to just use the word here without a duration or number. For example, cette année sera une bonne année. This year is going to be a good year. Cette année sera une bonne année. This year is going to be a good year. I'm not putting any number, I'm not putting any duration, I'm just using the word here. Okay, the here. You do année. When it has nothing to do with the duration, it has nothing to do with a number, you use this année. But if you want to tell me the number of years of something or someone, you use on. Okay, now note, on is masculine word, while année is always a feminine word. You get it? So the simple way of just keeping it in mind is, when I'm not using a number, I'm not using on, I'm using année. But if there is a number, then I'm using on. Okay, so do you get it? Now I will drop some sentences for you to translate to French, and then the answer will be in the next video. Okay, so don't forget to like, share to others who also need it, and subscribe. Important, click on the notification button in case something new comes up. I do my best to post videos almost every day. Okay, I have 3 or 4 videos a week, so that